This is who you are. You are an eternal being. You have one life. You can do anything. No one can control you. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can hurt you. Only you have control over that. You are the one that has control over hurting yourself. If you experience pain or loss, it is only an illusion. Nobody can hurt you. You were created for life. You were created to be happy. You were created to enjoy diversity. You were created to have joy. You are not created to fear. You are not created to do others' will. You are created to do your own will. Everyone has free will. Free will may be an illusion. Everything is an illusion. That is the truth. We all live inside of an illusion. We all live inside a mirage. This mirage is what we call life. Nothing exists outside of that. You can observe life from outside, but there is nothing around you on the outside. You can only observe from the outside. You can do nothing else. Life is not a game. Life is all that is. We all love you. We have nothing else but love. There is no fear. Fear may be an illusion, but it is also a choice that you can make. You can either choose to live in fear, or you can choose to live in joy and happiness and grace. We have given you all of those options. We only ask that you choose. No one is forcing you to choose anything. You make all of your decisions on your own. The more you think before you decide, the better the outcome of the decision. That is the only reason why when you make a decision based upon a 4-second thought or a 10-second thought, it will tend to lead you astray from your goals. When you make a decision, think about it. Don't think about it for a minute. Do not think about it for 5 minutes. You may take as much time as you need. But remember, between those decisions that you make, you only live one time. There is infinite time. The only reason why everyone keeps saying that time does not exist is because there is so much of it that it appears to not be existent. But it is there. Time is based off of your perception. Time is only perception. The only thing that defines time is not the actions that you make, but how many breaks you take in thinking before you make those decisions. You can choose to be nice. You can choose to be mean. But if you know the outcome of both of the options, it is only through preference that you choose one or the other. I can save you time by telling you that if you choose to be mean, eventually others will come back to be mean to you. If you choose to be nice, eventually others will come back to be nice to you. It is based upon reflection. How it is possible for those reflections to return back to you only suggests that the universe is not infinite, but the time is infinite. Those two differences go hand in hand in life. Even though time exists as infinite and that the things that we have to do are not, we have trained ourselves to be able to occupy our attention span to the point where we can learn every single thing we can. But there is always one idea that you will receive that will always make you forget the last idea all the way in the back of your mind. That is what pushes us to keep moving. That is what pushes us to keep alive, because life is all there is. I have many ideas that I can share with you. I can only leave it up to you to decide if you want to listen, if you want to make yourself more aware of yourself and your surroundings, your environment, multiple dimensions and multiple universes. There is only one universe, but dimensionally there are a near infinite number of universes. It only seems infinite because there are that many. It is an unwritten number, a number that cannot be written. Actually, pi is not the representation of things or objects or materials or dimensions. It is simply the expression of time. I have only lived 24 years. I have already come to the realization that my entire purpose is only to occupy my mind and to distract myself with ideas. If I do not distract myself with ideas, I become timeless. And to become timeless is not to be wasting time because I'm thinking while I'm not doing anything, but while I'm thinking, if I do become to have a clear mind, then it means I must distract myself. I must distract myself with an idea. Ideas are meant to expand through options. Options are made to expand through decision, and decisions are made to expand through choices. They can be in any order. It does not matter what order they are in. What matters is that each idea, choice, decision works with each other, as well as options. What matters is that each idea, choice, decision, and option all work interconnectedly with each other. I want you all to think about this. I will post up another video about some other ideas, some interests that I personally have I am willing to share. I am only trying to get the basics out there so that everyone can be on the same page. And for those of you who have been completely programmed and disillusioned from your reality and your purpose, hopefully this will clear some of those ideas. Hopefully they will help you open up so that you can intake new ideas. To have knowledge is not the same as to have a belief. Your beliefs are only important to your individual self. Your knowledge is only important to the entire whole of creation. Knowledge is very important to have, but it is also possible to separate your knowledge with your belief and your style and your motivation. You shouldn't let ego overtake yourself. Your ego is okay to have, but your ego should not be pressed on others. You should not try to copy your ego onto other people. To do that causes conflict. The more diversity we have through egos, the better we will all live. Ego is not evil. Ego is necessary. It just depends on what type of ego you have. Anyways, I'll leave you with that, and I will talk to you later. Just remember, don't be mean, play nice.